Alright, so day 6 is where shit hits the fan, and this is where the true horror happens. So yeah, the Gundam is now finished, so that means the characterization of like his inner demons coming out is like full now, and he's like letting all the demons in. And yeah, that's basically what day 6 is. And then you can't forget the Minecraft music when you say nostalgia. Can't forget the Minecraft music. This is a subwoofer lullaby nostalgic version. But yeah, oh by the way, all the credits are gonna be in the film description, and also most of the credits are in the like actual last part of the film, but I actually realized I forgot some things in there, so yeah, I'll just add them in the description of the film. Also, I realized this video is pretty much longer than the actual film now, but yeah, I just want to get all my ideas across with this film. And then I just show the actual Gundam now with voice acting. That's still me, by the way. I used a voice mod. And then there's just, it's like overwhelming his thoughts with, you know, suicidal ideations. Because the next scenes after day 6 explains what's actually going on in this film. So yeah. Again, I wanted to add more dialogue here that's more, I don't know, that's more depressing, basically. But I was like, it's already too depressing. It's typical, like, evil guy speech, right?
Every single day since then, you feel yourself deteriorate. So, yeah.
But yeah, this is where it fully dives into the whole mental illness thing. And this is where the actual horror happens. I forgot! This is one of the things I forgot to credit, but this is a Slipknot mask. It's a Joey Jordison mask. Rest in peace. I really like Slipknot. I needed to credit that. But yeah, I just wanted to add to the creepiness of it all. So I wore a mask instead of like showing my actual face. And you know, it's also symbolism for him embracing his inner demons fully. I took a lot of assets from like other videos, mainly metal music videos. So for example, this shot, I took it from Darko US, Acid Inject. I also really like that band. It has some very disturbing imagery, and I used it. And hopefully I don't get copyright. But yeah, this film is fully non-profit. Yeah, if anyone claims this film and like monetizes it for their own stuff, I won't mind. Sure, go ahead. Just, you know, I put it in the credits, but I just hope people don't take this film down. Behind that is another asset I took from an old horror video I made. It was for a music video as well, but I'm not gonna link it because it's my other channel, and yeah, it has my details. But yeah, I just overlapped them both. And then this one is some footage taken from 𝙊𝙃𝙃𝙀𝘾𝙄𝘼 from Infant Annihilator. Another band I like, but their stuff is very brutal. Another metal band I like. And then this one is actually, I think this is a, so I distorted them all, right? But this is a painting. I think this is from, but yeah, if I'm correct, it's basically part of the black paintings by Francisco Goya. That, or it's also a painting by another painter who likes painting dark depictions. Like it's either a painting by Francisco Goya, if I'm correct, or a painting by this guy. I don't know how to read his name, but okay, let me correct myself. This painting was not part of the black paintings by Goya. Still has a similar vibe. It's a painting called 𝙎𝙊𝘾𝙃𝙀𝙁. I don't know if I said that right. Please feel free to correct me. If you want a gist of the black paintings, though, the black paintings were painted by Francisco Goya, and it was painted around the Napoleonic Wars. And so war was happening, and he was personally like affected by the effects of war. You know, war, people were depressed, everybody's dying. Mankind was at its worst. Also, he was pretty physically sick during these times, so that didn't help his mental health as well. He had these paintings in his house, and they were initially like never supposed to be shown. What makes it spookier is that he used to paint positive depictions of life. People just discovered these paintings and it's like fucked up. Was Goya okay? It was about dark stuff. And another symbolism for my film. I really like their paintings, but yeah, it is pretty disturbing as well. So yeah. But yeah, this is from an old video I made before, and I basically just slapped it on there because it was already a pretty scary video I made back then. This guy is a doll, I think, but it's basically, I searched different images of just scary things from all throughout history. This part is taken from the Into the Earth Lorna Shore music video. So yeah. And this part is me, actually. That's some new footage that I really distorted. I also remember seeing this like TikTok, or was it on Twitter? Something similar to this one. It's just, you know, a kind of sensory overload kind of horror, but I couldn't find it. I wanted to put it here, but I couldn't find it. And then we just cut to my cutting mat again. So you think like, oh, it's over finally. But no. Also about the sound, I just combined all the sounds I created in Ableton. And yeah, it makes for very fucked up sound design. But yeah, I was leaning more into like the idea of just, instead of ASMR, I give people sensory overload. That's basically the kind of horror I thought of. It's like anti-ASMR. This one I actually took from the Whitechapel cover I made. And then if you see that ice, it's also from the Into the Earth video by Lorna Shore. So yeah, I took a lot from, I don't know, the metal bands I like. Just basically any horror media I previously consumed. So yeah. And then you see this one, I put text here. It's kind of cheeky, but it's supposed to be a Cowboy Bebop reference.
Bang.
And then that's the end of the actual horror. This is where I actually reveal that none of that stuff is real. I was basically just having a bad nightmare. And I mean, yeah, that's kind of cliche, but I still chose it because it was like, it's different enough. Basically, if you didn't understand that from the actual film, this film is about this character going through like loss from like someone dying. Yeah, so it's basically just him having nightmares about his own grief. You know, like I said, he's just going through something. Randomly came to life. Which of these could... Oh yeah, I realized another inspiration for this video was because of what Mecha Gaikotsu over here said. I put him on my screen as another cheeky reference.
Have you ever just sat there and stared at your Gunpla collection and wondered, if these kits randomly came to life, which of these could actually kill me? Well, one thing I can say for certain is, this definitely could.
So I guess that added to the idea. I added it in as a cheeky little reference. And also, if you can see over here, This is Megatron. That's the gun prop I used. That's Megatron, the MP36. It's a knockoff, but yeah, he turns into a gun, and that's basically what I use as a prop. Because I don't have actual gun props. You know, I really wish things were different. And then, yeah, this is where it actually gets revealed that ever since you went away, it's just a dude going through grief, you know? I've been having a hard time adjusting with my current situations. 'Cause, you know, like, I mean, I've experienced this. I guess I can go into the more serious topic here, but going through grief from a loved one dying, I don't know. Sometimes it actually feels like a bad dream. And as someone who's like already going through a mental disorder, it affects you even more. So basically, the final idea of the film is just sometimes the pain of grief can like make everything seem like it's all a bad dream. And then the point of this ending in a good note is that most people who go through this get stronger because we don't have a choice, you know? When that happens to us, we don't really have a choice but to keep going with our lives even though we lose someone. The only other choice that exists, which I do not recommend, is, you know, what I showed in the past scene, giving up, you know? And that's not what you want. The whole message of this film is like, you have to keep going even though you've lost a lot and you're going through something really hard. You have to keep going. And yeah, I made this film not being sure if that was a cliche idea, but I wanted to make it anyway because... how do I explain this? I went through some similar like situations. In a way, this movie is sort of like that experience. But overall, I didn't really show who the character lost in this film because I wanted to keep it ambiguous. It could be a death, it could be a breakup, it could be anything really. Just any kind of loss. Loss is like a part of everyone's life. And that's what the actual film means. Like I said, keeping on going even though you've lost so many things and things are getting harder and harder, you keep on going. A very positive message, even though this film was on the disturbing side. And pretty much the idea for the title of the film, My Last Gundam Build, is alluding to the supposed suicide of the main character. Because again, this character had suicidal ideations from going through something which is a lot for him. Rather than have a very grim ending, and I know a lot of horror content has grim endings, there's no happy ending sometimes. I wanted this film of mine to have some sort of relief. Oh, also, I was thinking about this the other day, but this is basically a reverse story of Silent Hill 2. If you haven't played Silent Hill 2, spoilers! It's revealed that the main character is a killer. While in this one, it's sort of a reverse idea of that. You'd think the guy is some sort of insane criminal, but by the end you kind of realize it's just a normal dude going through a really dark part of his life. It's like the reverse of James from Silent Hill 2. It's revealed he's a killer, not just a normal dude who lost his wife. But I've been trying hard. I've been having these weird nightmares. They're very suffocating dreams. Again, I had a lot of expectations for making this film, so honestly, there's some of the dialogue choices here I chose that I feel could have been better, but it's my first like serious film, so I think it's okay for a first time, you know? It's hard to exactly explain. I'm actually really proud of this scene because it's filled with actual cinematography. They're terrifying. It makes me feel sick every day. But I guess it's pretty much a reflection of how I've been feeling for a while now. But yeah, I actually really like how I shot some of these. You already know. I used my dad's drone and I've always my own camera. Always been a pessimist and I've always had my shortcomings in terms of being mental. But yeah, this is a guy like talking to that deceased member. But again, I wanted to keep it more ambiguous. The funny thing is, taking these drone shots, the nearest place to us which is clear and has like flight permissions for a drone is a cemetery. So in a way, all of it fit in with each other like pieces of a puzzle by the end, and it was like, oh, that's amazing. Again, I kind of relate to what this character is going through. And yeah, that's why I was able to write it, I guess. Because, you know, it's obviously like if you don't relate to the stuff you're writing, then you're probably gonna have a hard time writing it properly. So yeah. You're always the optimist compared to everyone. It's kind of, the drone shots are kind of grainy, but I kind of like that. We shot this at like 5 to 6
Always
p.m.
going on and on
4
about
to 6
how
p.m.
life is good, even with all the bad things we can see around us every day. And I mean, that's probably the smarter way of looking at things. I mean, I wanted to be like you. I keep telling myself it's alright, it'll pass.
But yeah, hopefully people understand this film, and if you don't, I'm willing to like personally explain it, and hopefully this video serves as that. Hopefully people will watch me yap about the whole process of this film. But yeah,
Things will get better.
I guess this was sort of a passion project for me. I wanted to make something like this for a while now, but I don't know. I'm not really confident with my own writing skills. I've never made an actual movie before. I've made music. I'm mostly a music guy, so when I make music, there is like sort of narratives to it, but other than that, it's mostly just like ideas. I've never actually like written a whole film like this before, so hopefully people like it. You know. But yeah, it was nice shooting this because it was basically like golden hour. I'm still a newbie at color grading, but I think it
I've been
looks
feeling.
decent, right?
Today I completed this project.
And then it shows the actual Gundam in all its glory completed. And of course, I also kept my desk messy. But yeah, if I could nitpick anything from my own film, it's just I wish I could have done the dialogue better, but I feel like while I was writing, I was also experiencing some sort of writer's block. So I couldn't write the dialogue properly. I just wanted to film instead of write, you know? But yeah, hopefully I'll get better in the future with making films. I don't have plans on making another film yet, but we shall see. I want to make something other than horror. Something grounded like this, but not terrifying and not disturbing next time. Something realistic, probably.
I don't really want to do what these nightmares are screaming at me to do. I don't want it to be a possibility, because it goes against what I promised. So no
And then I actually really like this shot
matter what,
because
I guess I'll keep on going.
And now we've got a perfect grade. Sure, this isn't necessarily a new perfect.
Because yeah, it shows me waking up. It's another day. Time to get up, you know? It's a good positive ending. I like it. Initially, I was gonna wake up. I was gonna walk away. And then the Gundam's lights would light up. But I felt that didn't fit the tone of the last scenes. So I kept it serious. And yeah, that's basically the film. I'm so glad it's finally out. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, it's my first film, so I'm happy with it, but I'm not 100% satisfied, honestly speaking, but it's okay. There's a first for everything. And yeah, the next scene here is just the credits. Again, I think I missed some, so I will just put them in the description of the actual film soon. And then, yeah, for this one, I just chose to release a cover with this film. But yeah, it's basically the Britney Spears song. I wanted to cover it for fun, and it weirdly, the lyrics weirdly fit in with the movie, so yeah. I guess that's the whole discussion. Sorry if this video is very long. I hope y'all got something out of that. Hopefully it explains stuff a bit more. So I made this film all by myself. No crew except for the last part. My mom helped me shoot the last shot of the film. So thank you, Ma. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this film, and I think that's all I have to discuss. Thank you for watching, and see you guys in the next content. Okay, bye.